And I had a 5-minute long orgasm. OBS, that was not the right time. Hello everyone, I hope your day is going well. We're going to continue playing the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, and I think we're gonna finish with signing the contract in this part. So we stopped at the water part, exploring what the water has to offer to us, and now we're going to create a card. So this one on the left, we have created it in the last part for air, and now let's see what the water has to offer. Ivalana Payash Yothi. This is a language that I don't know. During the last war before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep the planet is always bleeding lava. The first witches tried to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Yivalana Payash Yothi are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. This is nice. I really like the illustration with the sunken castle. I assume it's the sunken kingdom. Right. The shipwreck library, already very intriguing. The home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. Really nice. By the way, war really is meaningless. I am from Belarus, and if you know what's been happening in Belarus, Russia, Ukraine, Palestine, yeah, war is meaningless. It brings only suffering. There are no victors in the war. Sunset Docks. A humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. The legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. No. Jade Monk's Waterfalls. Home of the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The giant jade monk statues guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a deceased jade witch back to these waterfalls, she can be reborn again as a mortal, regaining her memories but not her skills. Those who are reborn must act as servants for the living witches of their coven. Problematic. Sounds like slavery. Not very great. I think there should be at least one. The Red Strings Club. A cursed cocktail bar that takes the soul of whoever owns it hostage in exchange for supernatural abilities to read into their customers' souls. The Red Strings Club is a game that was made by the developer of the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I haven't played it. At least, maybe I started playing it, but I didn't go very far. Maybe I'm gonna check it out, maybe not. For now, it's a sphere, and we're not gonna select it just now. We are going to select this one. Ivalana Payash Yothi. I'm gonna call it like this because I doubt that there's a correct pronunciation. Right, select Arcane. Wolf Mother and Children, a behemoth born of the erratic retelling of a popular fable. Every time a witch tells a story, the seed of knowledge absorbs the sediments of her words. When a tale is narrated enough times, a minor behemoth will appear. The Wolf Mother now wanders the cosmos, adopting orphaned magical creatures. This makes sense with the Sunken Kingdom, because like in the process of sinking, some things were abandoned and some creatures as well. But let's see what else. Forbidden door to pleasure. Witches found this door chained to the ever-expanding edges of this universe. No one ever dared to go through it. Once a young witch looked through its keyhole and fell victim to a 7-year-long orgasm. Oh god. Addicted, she went back to look again, but this time she exploded into red dust. Well, maybe not now. The bartender. He's used to mourn and celebrate with people from all walks of life. He knows how to look into the soul of a mortal, and he knows how to exploit it. I assume this is from the Red Strings Club. Alright. So, nothing really jumps out at me as a perfect match for the Sunken Kingdom. So I'm gonna choose the Wolf Mother and Children. And then the symbol. Bottomless jug. Its contents are sour because it pours the unshed tears of the dead. Nice. Glass trident. They say it only makes traitors bleed. There's only one, and it has been lost since they used it in the trial that got Idana expelled from her former coven. We are getting some tea. So Idana was expelled from her former coven, and now she exiled Fortuna. It's like, is it the cycle of abuse? This is my question, because it sounds like it. Glass trident. Minister of Secrets. Whatever secrets you confess, the Minister of Secrets will keep anyone from spreading it. The spell will break if the eel dies. So we have the Sunken Kingdom, the Wolf Mother, and Children. Swordfish liquor. 1 glass will make you happy, 2 glasses will make you horny, 3 glasses will make you honest. I'm screenshotting this. It sounds like a very interesting drink. Veritas mirror. A mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You can't lie while looking at it, so witches use it to find out if they're fooling themselves, which happens quite often. Nice. Snowcat eyes. The eyes of a cat from the Crystal Nebula dimension. If you seal the eye of a snow cat in a glass doll, it'll come to life and protect you until it shatters. They are extremely fragile and extremely dangerous. Right. I think we're gonna go with bottomless jug. Yeah, this whole scenery, it makes sense. So we have the Wolf Mother, we have a fish, we have a bottomless jug, and one of the Wolf Mother's children. She should be in the center, I think. I actually like how the jug looks. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. No, we're not gonna do this. I like the bottomless jug as it is, but let's see. Okay, this is a yield. I think this one. Yes. She's in the center. The jug is beside her. And then we're gonna put all her children here. Some are flying. And this one's here. And then the fish. Wait. No, the fish is going to be here, like it's drinking from the jug. I wonder. No, I don't want to overburden this picture, which looks fine to me. It looks pretty balanced. Let's do something like this. Yes, I am content with it. Primordial caregiver. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. The love from the Wolf Mother is infinite. The ever-flowing water from the jugs represent inner desire. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials, meanings, mercy, wellness, communication, peace, and power. I like this one. I feel much better after creating the first one. The aviary wings, or whatever that was. We're gonna check that out. But this one I actually feel kind of connected to. Stand innovation. Yes, this one, it's a bit chaotic, but still, this is nice. This is for air, and this is for water. Now, come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me, but we have only 2 of them. Time for some divination. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, a card reading with just 2 cards. We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading we can confirm on the spot. I am going to read your past. Whoa, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. It's been a couple of centuries without my deck. I may be a little rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Okay, it's going to be a very simple reading. I'm going to draw a card and place it on this spot to read into your past. Here we go. Past. Primordial caregiver. You served many witches in the past. Oh, these are the choices. Your life experiences lead you to despise most witches, but you love some of them. Your first love was a witch named Gloria, so we have only 3. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm going to make the game a bit quieter for me. Right. You served many witches in the past. I think this one. You served many witches in the past. Is that true? From what I've read, you were exiled thousands of years ago by the founders of our coven. That is correct. Thousands of years is but a tiny fraction of this universe's age, though. Your recollection of my existence may begin with your coven, but I have served many witches from this universe and the universe that came before this one. I'm sure other covens keep records of different myths about me, but I am considered forbidden knowledge in most magic societies, so I doubt witches will ever get the full picture of my behemoth nature. Will I ever get it? The full picture? You should leave that human husk first. Your organs aren't prepared to contain or withstand some truths about this reality. Ooh, spooky. Hey, I'm serious. I know, I just wanted to take some wind out of your sails. Good grief. Wow, what was that? I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you'll harvest magic, akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. I see. Alright, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You're a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really missed this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the Cosmic Wheel. I'm so happy for you. And I'm so thankful, Abramar. Abramar. We're just getting started. Now go get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some more divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. Okay. Abramar loves you. Do you think you will ever be able to love a being such as him? I'm not sure where this comes from. Lesson 4, strength. So, Earth? Today's lesson is about Earth. Yes. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course. But this one is pure potential. Literally, power. Okay, glad to see you excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay, Earth. How can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive, Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are also forms of Earth energy. I understand. Now, for the third part of our contract, we will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. For the Earth seal, what do you want to become your main source of determination? It's myself. There is no other answer. I'm gonna do this for me. This question at least. So we did the first one for Fortuna. No, we did the first one for me. Adored. The second for Fortuna, knowledge. I think knowledge is what she's after. And then myself, personal growth and self-realization. But also the first one was for Fortuna, because she is in a very unfortunate position. She has been exiled with no reason, might I say, judging by what I know. So, myself, personal growth and self-realization. The lone wolf, I kind of am a bit. It's the safest position, to rely on yourself. I just hope you never break down or your willpower will shatter, and there will be no one able to pick up the pieces. It's okay, I've come this far by myself. You had to summon Abramar, so... You sure look strong, I'll concede that. Very well. Now I will seal our earth energies together. Get ready. The power! I love earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You have been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although we still have fire to seal. This one is painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part, let's make a card. Okay. How much energy do we have for Earth? Because I don't really understand this, just for now. Pleasant Prairie. When Jasmine's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen acres of enchanted grasslands, inspired by a poem written by the youngest witch of her coven. Very nice. Moonstone Temple. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major demons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon. Interesting. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple made the witches who study inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe and enhances their powers through humility. So, Jade Sculptors were slavers. Interesting. The road back is lethal. The road ahead is unknown. This is kind of my personal favorite for the moment. The Shipwreck Library. Sunset Docks. Jade Monk's Waterfalls. Gemskull Belt. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Cretha carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow the to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. Oh, we have... So this cost probably 2 earth and 1 water or air. Right, now I understand it. Kind of. 100-column worship. Inside the Warhorse Nebula, there's a passage to a non-Euclidean canyon, filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. If you climb onto a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from the many windows of the rest of the towers. Or are they the ones being watched? Definitely taking a note of this one. Wait. Not enough energy, but... Oh, because this one's fire. Let's do... I want to do the road. Pilot from the Machina Cult. The coven of the Machina Cult erected these steel golems according to the instruction detailed in the scriptures that the Beldam automata handed to her coven after returning from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. Does this correlate with the road? Not really, but maybe. The dragon, this one. Born from the imagination of mortals and extinct because of their greed. Dragons were known for keeping treasure and grudges. Deerfolk Paladin. Guardians of the Deerfolk Witch Coven. Just like humans, male Deerfolk can't become witches. Unlike humans, male Deerfolk aren't blind to magic, and they give their lives to the service of their coven, to protect knowledge and hunt traitors. Maybe this one. Avian Dancer. Exotic dancing spirits that are summoned throughout the universe for their ability to take a celebration to levels of pure ecstasy. They have never visited planet Earth. So, Earth doesn't have ecstasy. Well, we do have it, but not in a magical sense. The Florist. A very old man that has given his entire life to the art of growing and reading flowers. He's got to know not only their names and properties, but their effects on the hearts of mortals. Okay. Deerfolk Paladin. I think this one. And then the symbol. Golden Shovel. The last bladed tool forged by the Gold Blower. The golden shovel is hollow, so you can feel the energy resonances. The energy resonances of Earth while you dig. I definitely need to slow down because my reading gets muffled. Cane of Sacred Wood. This one. I think this one. A cane carved out of wood from a sacred willow makes grass sprout from every hole it pokes on even the most arid soil. Glass trident for traitors. Minister of Secrets. Whatever secrets you confess, the Minister of Secrets will keep anyone from spreading it. The spell will break if the eel dies. Oh, I have read it already. Obsidian Sledgehammer. Bolts fixed to the earth by an obsidian sledgehammer are impossible to remove unless you recite the words carved into the hammer's head. They are often used to trap demons or set up camps in the wildlands. Jade Roadkeepers. The Coven of the Jade Sculptors craft these little guardians to bless their roads. Whoever walks a path blessed by a Jade Roadkeeper will be free from thieves and predators. Or the inevitable 3. Right. Tower Shield. It protects a warrior from their ankles to their eyes. A common piece of equipment for the Deerfolk Paladins. This one. Because we have the Deerfolk Paladin. So, why are you in pieces? Okay. No. You are gonna be a deer. Be a deer, dear. Now you're gonna have a sword in your hands. Interesting. Okay, let's do this. And then the shield. And then the horns. Okay, but this one needs to be on top. And then some decorations. I'm doing this like a very classical design of a tarot deck. Like something in the center and then the ornaments at the edges. Oh, the spear. No. It wants to be a sword. What is this? Not something we're gonna use. Okay, finish. Road night. We walk the road alone for everyone to see. The dear folk are devoted enforcers of law and truth, a symbol for tirelessness, indefatigable support. Alright. The tower shield brings the burden of protection. Meanings: guide, discovery, determination, rightfulness, justice, support, and success. In each card I can see, well, except this one, something that I could have done better. But I'm learning my lesson. Sometimes good is enough. Nicely done. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher. You'll give me no quarter, I'm game. Do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. Okay, the desire is standing ovation. You would like to be almighty again, greater than this universe. You are resentful, but you don't seek vengeance, you seek acceptance. This is very relevant for Fortuna herself. You would like to be summoned more often, you want more witches to desire you. I feel like this, like almighty again, greater than this universe, it doesn't really correlate with this card. I think this one. You are resentful, but you don't seek vengeance. You seek acceptance. Oh wow. Even I didn't know that. I mean, I am well aware that I'm resentful. I've been gravely mistreated for eons. But I didn't stop to think that the cure for this resentment could be forgiveness. I don't think anyone can enjoy a happy existence being public enemy number 1. It makes sense that you should look for redemption. Hey, hold on a second. I didn't say I should redeem myself. I did nothing wrong. The witches who abuse my power are the bad ones in this story. I never forced anyone to seal a contract with me. You talk like an arms dealer. I suggest you stop being judgmental. Start thinking about how to put my powers to good use so I can clean up my portfolio. We'll see. I think I'm going to draw another card. Oh, for what? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Shh, let the cards speak. I'm not surprised. I thought it was the mother. Interesting. You wanna be my friend, you crave my approval. You are trying to seduce me. I don't think the primordial caregiver would want to seduce anyone. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. I think you want to be my friend, you crave my approval. Now, I am not sure how much of this is true, because we're clearly dealing with something outside of our understanding. And by that I mean Abramar. But in terms of the cards, those are the meanings that I would give to the cards. So I'm gonna read them as they are. You wanna be my friend, you crave my approval. You don't mince words, eh? That's just what the cards said. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yes, but you're the one phrasing it. In any case, it comes as a surprise. I would never have pictured a superior being like you needing validation from someone like me. I wouldn't go as far as needing validation, but it is true that I would love to be friends. I like you a lot. Well, we only have each other now, so... Aren't we friends already? Nah, doesn't feel like it yet. I'd say for now we're partners at best. But I trust that in time we can develop a beautiful friendship beyond common interest. Or at least I hope you don't just dump me after you get what you want out of this contract. Do I smell abandonment issues here? If you only knew what I've been put through. I'm all ears. I'm not in the mood. Not with that attitude of yours. I'm sorry. I just find it amusing to see the forbidden behemoth of legend dealing with such mundane problems. Hey, personal relationships are far from mundane. They are one of the greatest energies of the cosmos. Air and water, remember? True, I'm sorry. You went for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. I like her. Now, I am a Libra with Venus in Scorpio, so I really get into intense stuff. Like, I don't like the service conversations, not very much. I like the intense stuff. I like stuff that really matters. So I really like the style that she's using with her divinations. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I am the one who needs some rest after today's session. Go and review what we've studied so far and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal, and also the most trying of the energies. Very well. Do you believe your friends will understand why you summoned a forbidden behemoth? I mean, my friends did nothing when I was imprisoned, so I can only count on myself. Will they tell you? Oh my god. Will they tell on you to the coven? Had you discovered through their fortune telling what a fellow... Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm so sorry. Had you discovered through your fortune telling that a fellow witch had broken the same rule? Was it Idana? You would have reported her, wouldn't you? Well, it all depends on the circumstances. Lesson 5, conflict. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Ah, yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. This kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it then? I'm just adjusting the volume of the game. Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cars after we finish today's sessions? So, Fortuna is like, I'm gonna be your therapist. And Abramar is like, that might be a good idea. That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. So true. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck. That's the Abramar I know. I need you sharp for this final lesson. Fire it is then. Their face. This element is usually feared by most and yearned by those with ill will, but fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side, and even in defeat there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidating by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate profoundly, so not dramatically, but profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? I don't like this one. I do not like this one. The sacrifices are sacrificial. Oh god. I think I'm gonna choose my immortality because the coven is someone else. The life of whoever I love the most is someone else. But my immortality is mine. It's mine, so it's only fair that I could give up something of myself than something of any other person. My immortality. Oh wow, are you sure about that? You live a maximum of another 60 years after you pay the price. Plus, you won't be able to live in space anymore. You'll have to go down to Earth and live among humans. Do you want to reconsider? I feel like if I say I'm going to sacrifice my coven, it's like I'm basically a murderer. And then sacrifice who I love the most is, again, a murderer. So, no, this is my final answer. As you wish. I will add your decision into the Cosmic Wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. I can't breathe. This pain, it burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me. Fortuna? So... Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Chapter 1, Arbitrage. What happened? Sorry, I hate to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple of days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah, what about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You've got a visitor. That falcon, that's a familiar from an arbiter. What's an arbiter? The arbitrage office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven, that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely intervene with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them. Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. Brutal. That is brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. All cops are bad. And what do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you. That's impossible. My odds are untraceable. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure. I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract, in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay, plus I still owe you a reading, right? No, don't worry about it. There will be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook? We'll look into what worries you, eventually. As if I could escape you. Okay, let's go and make a card. What do we have? A road knight, primordial caregiver, and standing ovation. Let's create something for fire. Quicksand graveyard, a magical cemetery for the witches who dare to tamper with time. The quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns their souls into heat. Pleasant prairie. Moonstone temple. Daemonic desert lands. Home of Dahlia, the daggersmith witch. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth's sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. The shipwreck library. Charred battlefield, war is meaningless. VY Canis Majoris. One of the largest known stars, the forbidden behemoth was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. Sunset Docks. Nomad Sky. Titan Quarry. No, not now. Defrenio. A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forges are always alight. Forgotten Factory. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems, and it allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar system. Post office, and that's all. I am gravitating towards charred battlefield. Now, who do we put here? Sidereal lovers, a goddess in love with a sidereal snake, an ever-burning passion that shatters the fabric of the void. The shaman. Shamans have been taking care of the soul and heart of many tribes since the birth of the mortal kin. Those mortals can grasp a blur of the ideas we witches weave into the light of the stars. The gold blower. One of the artisans. A minor god who crafts blessed jars. Water poured from an amphora blowed by the gold blower will make fruit grow out of dead soil. Wine poured from a gold vase will make mortals find love. Tea poured from a golden kettle will inspire witches to write new spells. This one feels like an improvement on the charred battlefield. Duchess of Solace. A fairy that offers services as a dominatrix for sorceresses lost in lust. When a witch draws her power from passion, she can reach a point at which her libido takes control. With her extensive erotic repertoire, the Duchess of Solace has never failed to exhaust a lustful witch and return her to normal. Nice. For later. Fire for the heretic. Although humanity has a long history of witch burning, they have never managed to burn a real witch. Banner bearer. Considered puny cowards, these witches know that there is nothing braver than to charge onto the battlefield with a cloth instead of a sword. Harvest Oracle, a behemoth that keeps 3 of every known seed in this universe. Witches can ask for any of these seeds on the oath to restock them after they collect the fruit. Should they fail to deliver, the eyes of that witch will turn into sad seeds, and the oracle will come to harvest them. This is nice. The Purple Blood Seeker, the last chaotic gunslinger, out to hunt down the scions of the purple blood behemoth throughout the vast cosmos. She feeds on their blood and extends her life to prolong her never-ending vengeance. The bartender, avian dancer, the florist, and the astronaut. He knows that time is a sea and not a line. He's on a quest to make the universe equal and just for every life form. Dunarai. The fallen hero. Okay, I think the gold blower. And then the symbol. The asteroid. Asteroids are astral bodies with a destination. When an asteroid is born, it is written in its core where and when it will crash. They bring fire and change. Ruby candle lamp. Unnatural crimson flames enlighten the dark paths of the mind. They shed light over hidden courage, but also rage. Onyx trumpet. Cane of Sacred Wood. I think this one. Gerüchteküte. This is German, or at least something that looks like German. Gerüchteküche, a magic trinket created by boiling seashells in beluga oil and marrow bone. Whatever you whisper into Gerüchteküche will transform into gossip that spreads like wildfire among mortals and witches alike. Fire Whip of Dominance. This one is for the dominatrix. A popular tool among witch summoners to tame fire elementals. The spirits do not submit because of the pain, but because of the pleasure. Igniting Saber. Blades made out of demon bones that can light on fire if you whisper the name of the beast they came from. Arbiter Book. Blue Light Torch. Eyes for the night, pain for the wraith. The Inevitable 3. A summonable flock of legendary prey birds that can deliver any message, hunt any fugitive, and steal any trinket. Swordfish Liquor. Hunter Witch Rifle. Witches that specialize in hunting magical beasts often turn their wands into rifles. These weapons are able to shoot any magic spell sealed inside a sapphire bullet. So, what do we choose? The Cane of Sacred Wood? No. This one would look interesting with a gold blower, but I'm not sure. I mean, this one definitely belongs to the gold blower, but we don't have enough energy for it. I think the asteroid. And we'll see how that looks. I think it's symbolic that we have a gold blower with the legs of a horse, and then we have a horse right here. So I think we're gonna do that. Why? Oh, okay. This, and then the asteroid is gonna be here and here. No, he is not a snake. He or she or they are not a snake. Again, the symbols I feel like should be on the sides of the card. And then this one will go here, and this one will go here. Something like this. I think this is better. Let's finish. Golden wrath. War distorts all feeling. Poison poured from a golden pitcher will serve justice. The asteroid foretells imminent tragedy. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. Meanings, rejection, bad omen, judgment, test, change, rebirth. I think it balances out the other cards in the deck. So we can change. No, we can create more cards. Will I create it now or later? I think I'm gonna create them later. Unfortunately, we don't have anything else to click on except this one. Okay, so with this card done, let's see what Abitus Familiar is going to do to us, say to us. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea and I write you from the arbitrage office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile and write a plea to your governed dealer to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. No, okay, not yet. Alright, so we can create more cards before we invite her. Let's create something. The Quicksand Graveyard. I can... Oh, now this one I can actually go back and change something. I feel like I want the dragon at the graveyard, but I don't have enough energy. Maybe this one. Maybe the avian dancer. Pleasant Prairie. So it all depends on how much we have of the energies. I feel like we don't have enough energy for the cards that I want to make. The Fallen Hero. Heroes don't protect the people, but ideals. The symbol of resilience and sacrifice. They can only be killed by corruption. Yeah, I don't feel like this is quite right. I would like to wait. I think I would like to wait. So Let's invite the arbiter. Thea, thanks for having me. My name is Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. I really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I've been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The arbitrage office recently discovered your situation, and we are worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and 1,000-year-long exile, that's the perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. She looks trustworthy. But I'm here to help you. Let me know about your case and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Idana, the leader of your witch clan. Idana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. Interesting. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck, so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. That's a very bad way to meditate on the meaning of your powers, like, it's putting a child in a corner, which is not... It's not a great punishment. I don't feel quite comfortable saying that any punishment is great, but it's a bad strategy to making a child feel better about themselves and the world. This is what creates bad blood. Now, that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? No, premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. Yes, I should have gone to Idana first. So, she did not go to Idana first? That was a mistake. You acknowledge your leader's wisdom. That makes things easier. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? I mean... I won't say at first it was hard, but now I think I can manage because... Fortuna, you have summoned a forbidden behemoth. So this is horrible. Help me, please. Oh no. We need to fix your situation. Top priority. Thank you. I think we can at least alleviate your sentence. Somehow. I still don't understand why Dana deprived you of your tarot deck. I mean, if you're isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity, because I'd have loved to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave, as an arbiter, I'm obliged to ask. Anything to confess? Actually, I'm crafting a new deck for divination. Oh, wow. That's bold. But I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Idana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations. Yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Idana, right? I trust in the office's neutrality. Of course, unless you break the magical pact, or it becomes relevant during the trial, we won't disclose sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck, it's something new. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it is my duty to make sure that your new project doesn't break the magical pact, so I would love a reading very much. Yes, please. It'll be my pleasure. Alright. Is there something you want to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first one to look for opportunities and good omens, and the second one to warn you about possible challenges or adversities. That's scary. You asked for it. Would you prefer not to know? No, please, go ahead. Alright, here we go. So, what's it gonna be? Standing ovation. A leadership, purpose, justice, predestination, luck. I'm going to assign it to the good. Oh, so even the readings, they come from the energies that I have. You're going to be promoted to a higher rank. You'll make a very important arrest. It'll be somebody from my coven. You're going to play a crucial role in future politics within the witch community. I feel like you're going to play a crucial role in future politics within the witch community. What? I shouldn't. We arbiters are a neutral party. Maybe it's something that falls into your line of duty. Maybe your splendid job as an arbiter pulled something misshapen back on track. Ah, that's great to hear. This is all speculation at this point, but what the cards let me see clearly is that it is specifically you who will play a crucial role in the future. Ah, the pressure. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, those are the energies that are added. Okay. Golden Wrath goes in the bed. I see war. You will be sent into combat. What? What do you mean war? I see a high-scale conflict that will require arbiters to go into battle. Oh my god, but that is huge. I have to warn everyone. No, wait. Don't do that. I have experience in ringing the catastrophe bells and it doesn't bring any good. But I can't just do nothing about it. Let the higher-ups know, and no one else. And keep my name off the record if you can. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'll protect my source as much as I can, I promise. Thank you. Oh my. War. Okay. I'll protect you all. That is our duty. Thank you. Well, what do you think of my new deck? I want to be adored, so it's going to play into the outcome. That was amazing. And a bit scary, but mostly amazing. Thank you. Your gift could be a very valuable asset for our office. It's a crime that you're imprisoned here. Well, I shouldn't position myself in such matters. At least not that strongly. In any case, it's an objective truth that your skills are wasted on this forsaken rock. Now, as an arbiter, I can't simply overrule Edan's sentence, but I'm going to leave the ban on visitation. Wow, you can really do that? I just requested a permit from the main office. It'll become effective as soon as my arbiter's notebook gets updated with the moon stamp. Arbitrage forms are updated in the master grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archives. You girls sure are efficient, huh? There are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the Moon Temple all the time. Makes sense. And it's official. You can now receive guests on your cute asteroid home. This makes me happier than I can express. You deserve this. I'm just happy to ease your pain. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my job. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Dahlia and Jasmine know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. Well, I should be going now. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for the reading. Even if it was so ominous. Take care. Let me know if there's any trouble. Bye. I think it went fine. Chapter 2, Making of a Witch. So we're back on Earth, and we have a van. And I had a 5-minute long orgasm. OBS, that was not the right time. And I had a 5-minute long orgasm. No way, you're shitting me. How do you know it was 5 minutes? Were you counting? I swear, I don't know what he did to me. I pushed him away when it started coming. He rolled up a cigarette and smoked it while watching me squirm. When he put it away, I was still fighting the last spasms over the carpet. I'm so jealous. I want to have a super orgasm too. How did he do it? Well, he put his special toy in my butt. That played a major role, but I think it was the combination of many factors. The incense, the cocktails he prepared, the music, the smell of the sea. The planets just aligned, what can I say? So cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should write a book. I'd rather keep it between us. I don't want everybody to discover I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy middle-aged guys at the office. True, true. You should calm down with sex goddess stuff a little, or you'll end up fighting trouble. More trouble, I mean. Oh, come on. It's only been a couple of scares. What's life for if not to enjoy ourselves? You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sex you've been missing out on, sis. Ew. I've gotta say, I wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. What are you saying? You have Alicia. Actually, we broke up. Oh girl, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Ava. What happened? We've been dating since high school, and I guess we just drifted apart. But you looked so good together the last time we had dinner at your apartment. Yeah, we've always been good at putting up a front. But the truth is that this last year we've been fighting so many times a week. What about? Oh, the stupidest details. I have my theory about what was pissing Alicia off anyway. I tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it because that would make her a bad person or something. It was because of all the activism, right? Wow, how did you know? Nah, I just said it because it pisses me off a little bit too, to be honest. Patrice! I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate? It's not that. Being around someone that fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're vegan, you consume only local produce, wear repurposed clothes, volunteer at a soup kitchen. But that's not much of a sacrifice, it's just about working on your habits, really. Come on. Okay, I get it. But I never asked Alicia to do all these things. Like I said, it's not your fault, but I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing leather boots next to you. Come on, I'm sure the relationship was more complicated than that. Nah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea. And it's smells so good. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we've picked up from the city. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. I'm gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live here. I love you. Oh, always so corny. We love you too. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? You never talk about dating, and I've never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. I've had sex, but I have never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I don't know. I like sex, I think. But I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Well, don't worry. You'll find someone special eventually. And if she doesn't find anyone, that's alright too. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. It's the next stop. I'm pulling over. I love this setup. I love this fan. I love everything that's going on right now. This is beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have a break. Because my voice is getting very tired, and I think it's been, what, like more than 1.5 hours of recording. I did not imagine that there will be so much text here, but, well, we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna go through it, because the writing is great. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'm looking forward to playing this game and showing it to you in the next part. Blessed be. Goodbye.